Okay, well, once again, welcome friends, brothers, and sisters in the holistic art of Dugukan. This is our Wellness with all the stars, and I'm hoping everybody's in good health with much vigor of spirit, and nice that everyone is also joining in this live conference. I'm referring to all the practitioners of the holistic art, Dugukan art system, and I also welcome everyone to join observers and the people who would like to learn the lessons of the holistic art of Dugukan. And my warmest regards to everyone. And this is as usual, we are here doing this live conference intended for divine energy healing. Okay, so what's up for the distant divine energy healing? And we are going to do our distant divine energy healing at 6 o'clock tonight. And while waiting for the friends, brothers and sisters to join in this live conference, okay, I'll just talk about the holistic art of Dugukan, that this is what's a divine revelation activities, the activities of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Star Supreme Superlight, angels, bridging the divine radiance of the infinite light for the entire humanity. And the activities are various exercises, wholeness exercises that can put you aligned with the higher and highest consciousness of the advanced universe. I'll just say it, that can enlighten you, or that can contribute, or that can heal the problems of the body, mind, soul, and spirit. So that's why here we are going to talk about holistic art. Holistic art, the development of our body, mind, soul, and spirit. And we are particular, I'm sharing with you techniques of how you are going to take good care of your physical body by the application of natural healing or energy healing. As practitioners of Dugukan around the region, and also in the country and outside the country, learning the holistic art of Dugukan, they are practicing the energy healing and helping the healing of the lives of the people, and the system work out in helping the healing of the people. So that's why I'm talking about the holistic art, that just not only the physical body will need healing, our soul will be particularly the one that really need healing. And that's why we give title for this healing, divine healing. Okay, so divine healing or energy healing. And today we'll be sending again connection for divine healing energy to anyone that would like to become energy healer or divine healer. And then the best healing is abstinence, meaning if you feel something bad in your physical body, you can perceive your feeling in the physical body. What do you feel? Okay, if you feel that it's not good or something is bad happening in your physical body, okay, apply right away the energy healing. So do your self-healing, and that's why that's the technique of good management of the energy. And that's the application we are using actually. Whenever the time we feel bad or we feel something wrong in the physical body, okay, we will apply energy healing right away. And that's to maintain the good balance of energy in our physical body. We're talking about balancing of the energy, and any imbalance of our energy in the physical body, that will affect the physical body and the energy body. And with that, okay, it could be disorder or diseases that we can experience. So that's why before we are victims of illnesses, okay, so let's do energy healing together. And that's why it's really important that we are going to learn energy healing. And the advantage if you really learn energy healing, and this is based on my actual experience, because I do not practice chemicals for the healing of my physical body. I am just always using the natural healing ever since from the very beginning, since the early years, and until this point of time. So the experience when it comes to energy healing or divine healing is quietly a good number of years, and also the practitioners of Dukan, and especially for the practitioners of Dugukan practicing the lessons for a good numbers of years, they are practicing the lesson, applying the energy healing. And so even they do not apply vitamins for their food supplements, they're just only applying the ascension oil and the divine healing energy. And that's why it's really proven by actual experience for the people who practice the lessons of the holistic art of the Dugukan. And this is an inspiration. This is my inspiration that this is always there is advantage if we can learn how we can do self healing, and from the guidance of the Supreme Master of Heaven, Supreme Super Light Angels. Okay, we can make the big difference in helping the healing of life and nature. So that's why the bridging of divine radiance of the Supreme Master, involving activities of light service, divine healing, and spiritual counseling. So this is divine illumination. And talking about divine illumination, okay, various exercises that we are going to share. And the art of life 172, and that's why that is an art very effective in activating the energy centers of the physical body and our divine connections with advanced elemental foundation, or with advanced inner realm, and our foundation and our connection with the supreme supreme grand inner realm and the grand inner realm. So we have divine connections, the divine connections from the spiritual world, and those connections are dormant in our physical body, and just only waiting for us to activate those divine connections. So if we are someone religious, we're practicing devotion in our lives, and okay, that would be good because it will harness our faith to God. And then by the techniques that we are going to apply on how we are going to wake up those advanced divine connections and formations which are dormant in our physical body, okay, we can make the big difference for our ascension, for our spiritual growth and soul realization. So inner discovery is the program that we are going to apply when we are going to harness our spiritual growth. Okay, in inner discovery, there are exercises that we are going to perform. Okay, and the exercises that we are going to perform. Okay, first, art of life 172. Okay, this is why it is advantage right now, because there is a very practical exercise that we can apply, and the name of the exercise that we can apply is art of life 172. It's comprising of practical forms and gestures, and very easy to perform, and with proper guidance as well by the teachers of art of life. Okay, you can make your move, you can learn the lessons of art of life 172, and its advanced lesson is incorporating your divine connection with the supreme source. So that's why it's spiritual study, and that's the reason why I call it, and we call it, as inner cultivation. Okay, art of life 172 is your exercise doing your inner cultivation to harness your consciousness, energy, light, and life, and to balance the energy with the ongoing activation of energies in the universe. The energy is expanding, and the ever changing expansion of this energy, we need to match up the frequency so that we can maintain our balance. And without being able to maintain our balance with what's going on in this transitional period, okay, we are going to experience energy imbalance, and the consequence of experiencing negative energy or energy imbalance, that's we are going to ruin our peace and harmony, and sometimes yes, even it will result into disaster of the physical body because we don't have peace and harmony. And yes, scientifically, if we are stressed because we are experiencing energy imbalance, okay, and stress will create chemicals in the physical body, chemical or cortisol hormones that will feed up, or that will shatter, or that will stop the growth, and also twist our blood vessels, that will ruin our powerful immune system. And that's the reason why we are going to manage the energy, and we are going to heal the stress. And how we are going to heal the stress? Okay, so let's have to do the exercises of the holistic art. Apply the lessons or the exercises that we are going to share. And first is, okay, Art of Life 172. Okay, so if you're someone new in this program and would like to learn the lessons, okay, uh, try to get in touch. And there are videos about Art of Life. Okay, you can follow the video. And if you have time, you can visit at the site. Our website is www.innercoredugukan.com. There is the link of the book one of Dugukan. And there are three lessons of Art of Life 172, wherein you can begin your lessons of Art of Life 172. It's a really good exercise. I can recommend few the lessons, because it's really effective. Okay, so also harness your energy healing. And how you are going to harness your energy healing? Okay, so join the exercises that we are going to announce. Okay, so that's to receive your connection from the divine source. So harness your energy healing. And tonight, while we do our this that divine energy healing, we'll be sending to you connections from the foundations of this divine healing, for you to become energy healer. Okay, so when you receive the connection, okay, with your faith that you have connection with the angels realm, okay, you can begin your self healing. Even you are going to heal other people, you can do it. So long as you have your trust that you can make it, and you have to open up your heart, your mind, that you already have the connection from the Supreme Master of Wisdom. After you can receive the energy that we are going to send to you. Okay, so it's a simple, very simple procedure. And once you learn your energy healing, harness your energy healing or divine healing. And there is a system of spiritual study, a very practical system of a spiritual study. Okay, the four tasks that I'm always discussing, and I think every live conference I'll reminding the lessons of inner discovery. And for task, you have to remember your dream so that you can interpret your dream. And after interpreting your dream, if there is negative uh, meaning of the dream, you have to block that negative energy so that bad lucks cannot connect with your energy field. And then after that, you have to talk to your higher selves, or you have to talk to God. Then after that, remembering your dreams, okay, you have that's already a spiritual study. You have to do your conscious astral journey or advanced spiritual study. And then when you have the time, okay, after the lockdowns, or after, and when you have the time, if it is really possible, okay, you can visit at the site and do your training, further training at the site. Okay, the site is just near. It is in the central, it is in the Visayas region. Okay, and also apply the ascension oil. Inner cultivation will require the use of the ascension oil, and that's the reason why I'm always talking about the significance of the ascension oil in every inner cultivation. In every inner cultivation, there's always the supplemental material that we are going to use, even in other discipline. And that essential oil here we are going to use to supplement the energy, because this is really vital in the inner cultivation. Okay, so essential oil. Then if you have time, connect with the visit the site to connect with the actual activities of the Dugukan Art of Life 172. What's a divine revelation, or the revelation of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels, and do your conscious astral travel for your advanced spiritual study so that you can connect advanced spiritual study and perform your forecast and harness your energy healing, or so learn your divine healing and inner cultivation. You can join inner cultivation. Okay, by this time, we don't have yet the office for the inner cultivation, so wait for the announcement for the office of inner cultivation. Then do your art of life 172. Okay, so that's I'm thinking that is clear, very clear, especially for the practitioners of the holistic art of Dugukan. I welcome everyone joining, or everyone the stars, the foundation stars in this holistic art. Okay, so welcome. Okay, joining in this live conference, Biyaya. Mayong hapon, Jim. Yes, mayong hapon kanimo, Biyaya. And really nice to see you here. Belated happy birthday to your kid. More power to you, Biyaya, and to your family. And also joining in this live conference, Heidi Van Ho. Okay, Minnesota, USA. A newly initiated chapter at Minnesota, USA. Okay, mayong hapon, GMPS 172, watching you live from Minnesota, USA. Wonderful to be here for your divine lessons and blessings today and every day. Yes, really nice to hear from you and see you here tuning in this live conference. Heidi, this is our One is with All the Stars. More power to you always. And also joining in this live conference, okay, Optic Iris Bularin, Guadalupe chapter. Good afternoon, GMPS 172. Yes, good afternoon to you, Optic Iris Bularin. And also joining this live conference, Pasita Gamutan Kuwait. Good day to you, Pasita. More power to you. And likewise, Mat Anchiril Quijano. Good afternoon, GMPS 172. Thankful and blissful, always watching you live here at Gordo, Cebu City chapter. Thank you for your divine guidance and lesson, Jim. You're welcome, Mat Anchiril Quijano, and also joining in this live conference, Mat and or Haliging Yoyoy Shator. More power to you, Haliging Yoyoy. And also Igmat Mari Iris Utok, Liburon chapter. Hi, GMPS 172. Good afternoon, watching you live here at Liburon chapter of Satanan. Yes, mayong adlaw kanimo, Igmat Iris, and also Benji Estorco. Good afternoon, GMPS 172 Satanan. Yes, good afternoon kanimo. Aday, may adlaw kanimo dia. Also Juan sa Danao chapter. More power dia sa tanang mga taga Danao chapter. Ang Haliging Nars Fire sa Manila chapter. Okay, mga pangamusta dia. Okay, welcome in this One is with All the Stars. Mayong hapon, GMPS 172 og sa tanan. We are watching from Manila chapter. Okay, Haliging Nars Fire. Watching your live broadcast from India. Pleasant afternoon po, GMPS 172. Yes, good afternoon to you. Good day to you, Maribik. Really nice to see you here. More power to you in this oneness with all the stars. Okay, and also joining in this live conference, kindly manage the screen so that we can see or joining in this live conference. Okay, Aliging Yoyoy. Okay, mayong hapon, GMPS 172. Umon man ang kapunon apan nagpabiling hayag ang pananawon sa mga butang nga laglom o tulo kibon. Okay, tukibunon. Okay, mayong adlaw kanimo, Haliging Yoyoy. And also mayong hapon, GMPS, Sir GMPS 172 sa tanan from Pasita, Sister Pasita Gamutan. And Edith Permijo is also joining. Okay, welcome Edith in this oneness with all the stars. Okay, and also joining in this live conference, Brad Knight Tirizo. Okay, Mrs. from Brad Knight Tirizo, kindly read.
Mabungahon nga kahaponon, GMPS 172, inubanan sa mga pangamuyo nga manaa kita sa kapiskay sa atong panglawas alang sa katumanan sa mga inadlaw nga mga gimbuhaton alang sa misyon ug sa atong mga damgo. Watching you now live, GM and party.
Okay, more power to you, Brad Knight Tirizo, and really nice to hear from you. More power. Okay, Jonel Aladan, mayong hapon, GM. Yes, mayong hapon kanimo, Jonel. And also Igmat Jimay sa Restaro is joining. More power to you, Igmat Jimay sa Restaro, and also Haliging Mayit Noynay. Okay, more power to you, Haliging Mayit Noynay. And mayong hapon, GMPS 172. Happy watching you here. Gorodo Cebu City chapter from Igmat Jimay sa Restaro. More power to you, Igmat. And good afternoon, GMPS 172. Happy watching you here. Gorodo Cebu City chapter from Haliging Mayot Noynay. More power to you. And also joining in this live conference, Igmat Imari Cabardo, one of the health specialists or health specialists, Dugukan Cebu Health Services. More power to you, Igmat Imari Cabardo, and also Quincy Harberry Star. Good afternoon, GMPS 172. Yes, good afternoon to you. Princess Hatberry Star nag-iilaw, San Carlos Negros Occidental. Okay, one of the Dugukan light missioners, Princess Hatberry Star. More power to you. Okay, so while waiting for the rest to join, okay, feel free to participate if you have any concern. Okay, just jot it down and we are going to read your message. Okay, I hope everybody is in the best vibe of spirit today and you're doing really the best of energy right now. Okay, this is our Oneness with All the Stars, Foundation Stars. And I said that you are the light of the world. Yesterday was a very good celebration for the Dugukan Celestial Anniversary, wherein we celebrated the light of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Super Light Angels with the activities of Dugukan. And everybody participated in the celebration. Okay, we were blessed by that activities from the Supreme Masters of Wisdom, the divine connection that we received yesterday. Everyone is really receiving the connection, and I hope that everybody can harness even more of those connections, because those are connections really vital for your divine connection and ascension of life into higher dimension. So be guided always by the blessings of heaven through the connections, through the energies that the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Super Light Angels are sending to us. And our formula to receive the blessings, receive, align, and adapt. Okay, and when talking about energy healing, divine healing, so it will involve of techniques. Okay, don't forget that when we talk about energy healing, divine healing, okay, it's divine healing and it's the power of the Lord God of Heaven that we are going to use to heal people, and combined with the skills, and then how well versed you are on your skills and how you are going to apply the technique of healing or energy healing, then it will also matter on your procedure. So that's why we are going to give the procedures, and if you have time you can visit at the site so that you will be trained on how you are going to perform different techniques of energy healing or divine healing, and it will really work out because light missioners practicing that modality or system are really working well in their practice, and many people benefited the system, especially on places wherein remote places that people could not have good sourcing of financial, and they cannot afford to buy medicine or to go to the city to go to the doctors, or there to go to the hospital. And I think it's really good that everyone is learning the alternative. Why we are going to learn the alternative? Okay, if we don't have any other option, okay, it's bad luck, because we cannot do anything and we don't have also the source, and much more if we don't have also the alternative. And it is a really good luck if we have the best alternative. So that's why your life is really wonderful. We only need to realize the opportunities given to us by the heavens, and life is really wonderful if we are able to open up the deeper understanding, or the deeper power of our understanding, which is spiritual understanding, to go deeper discerning the meaning of our lives. Okay, I'm talking about the message that you are the light of the world. We are the light of the world because we are going to enlighten the people by the authority of the Supreme Lord God of Heaven. Okay, sending us here, sending you here to help the divine illumination. So it means to say we are the light missioners. You are the light missioners of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, so that we are going to help, we are going to answer the ascension of life of the people into higher dimension, and which the word ascension will involve different or various exercises that we are going to perform, because the summit of our purpose here in the planet, as I said, that soul realization is the key for our ascension, and the summit of our purpose here in the planet is ascension of our life and to higher dimension. And the ascension requires soul realization, and soul realization will require experience, so that we can learn through the experience that we are going to tackle, or we are going to encounter here in the planet. By experience, we can learn many things. We can realize the truth of the thing, and until soul realization will come in, and we will be able to experience the divine connections that will purify our body, mind, soul, and spirit, and will transform our body, mind, soul, and spirit into advanced frequency until we can attain the advanced elemental foundation, which is the first transformation of our physical body. And after that, we can transform, we can complete the transformations of our advanced elemental foundation, and until we can really ascend life into the super light foundation, and then from the super light foundation into the supreme super light angels. Okay, let's begin with the basic. The basic is getting familiar with the angels of the supreme light, and it's really common because they are manifesting in the skies. They are visible by the naked eyes, and the common people describe them as unidentified flying objects or UFO. And then in the What's a Divine Revelation, I'm very particular that we are not talking about unidentified flying objects. We are talking about angels from the highest class, angels in the highest order of the Most High. So it means to say that we are talking about angels. We are not even talking about aliens. We are not talking of spirits. We are talking about angels that come from the highest order of the most infinite, and they are getting closer now for us to be enlightened, to be aided in our ascension into the higher realms. Okay, in what way we are going to discern or get familiar with these kinds of angels that we are referring here in the What's a Divine Revelation? We need to learn Art of Life 172, and we have to undergo training in spiritual study. And how we are going to train ourselves in the spiritual study? Okay, the technique is receive, align, and adapt. Don't forget this formula: receive, align, and adapt. So there is the length of this connection given for everyone for you to connect, and so that's why you have to follow the guidelines if you're someone who would like to learn the lesson. So follow the tips that we are going to talk here, and the way to follow it. Okay, let's listen with the discussions in this live broadcast, and for all the rest discussions also, you can review the discussions of the every live conference that we made here. Okay, so that's good. And be guided always on your divine connection, and also listen with the live conference, the discussion in this live conference. Okay, before we are going to continue, okay, joining in this live conference, Albert Carpio Lilis. Okay, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon to you, Albert. More power to you. And also, Haliging Nars Fire, Mrs. from Haliging Nars Fire, kindly read.
Kagahapon sa kadlawon 4:15 AM, nag-execute mi sa Art of Life 172 gestures. Walay dag-om, puti ug nipis ang panganod. Lunsay ang langit, apan dihay gamay nga taligsik. Blessings gikan sa langit kay kusog ang energy. Mipadayon mi og nahuman jud ang 22 lessons. Ganiha pod kadlawon daghang mga bituon ug buwanon. Advanced elemental energies akong nabatyag. Daghan kaayong mga supreme superlight angels nagpakita og mga daghang kahayag superlights.
Okay, very nice to hear from you, Haliging Nards, Manila chapter. Yes, that's my reason why that the angels having the activities just right there, and people here, we are in the lowland, and we should have the awareness of the activities of the angels, because those corrections will help us to be enlightened, attain our soul realization, so that we can really arrange our life's ascension into higher dimension. And much more, particularly the very important message of that is we will learn the art of survival. Okay, we will learn the art of survival, we will learn the art of energy healing, as ascension of life into higher dimension will require us to learn divine healing. Why we need to learn divine healing? Because there are so many things that we cannot really heal by chemicals or by material medicines in our physical body. The physical body will need energy, will need divine healing, and with that, okay, we can take good care of our physical body, knowing that the physical body is really important or vital for our ascension of our lives into higher dimension. Without the physical body, we cannot ascend our lives into higher dimension. And today is really good because I'm talking about yesterday about the Art of Life 172 teachers. And who are the teachers of the Art of Life 172? I'm thinking that you are the teachers of the Art of Life 172. And then do not think of yourself that I am the teacher of the Art of Life 172. I'll release the Art of Life 172 for the teachers of this Art of Life 172, and they are actually foundation stars. So they have the connection, and nobody can deny it. If you are someone in that particular connection, you cannot deny your divine connection from the Supreme Masters of Wisdom, Mrs., then you will realize that your soul know your divine connection. So that's why I'm looking for the teachers of the Art of Life 172 to receive their spiritual martial arts so that you can begin your true and final mission of ascending your life into higher dimension, your true and final mission or purpose here in the planet to usher the ascension of life into higher dimension and to help the healing of life and nature. Okay, there are various exercises that we are going to perform, and that's why I'm saying that, okay, when you have the time, okay, try to find way that you can visit at the site for your lightship initiation, because that is necessary for your vital mission, so that you can begin your teaching of the lessons of Art of Life, because that is an authority, confirmation of the authority, because there is the procedure, and we are going to synchronize our activities. And how we are going to synchronize our activities? Okay, there is the formula that we are going to apply, and why we are going to apply that formula, so that we are not strangling without achieving the goal of ushering the ascension of life into higher dimension. That's why I said that in the beginning of the sharing of the lessons, that if we don't have the home base, we are scattering, okay, we cannot do good. We are not effective in our endeavor when it comes to sharing of the lessons, because we are scattering and we are not united as one. We are we could say that we don't have the base, and if we don't have the base, it is as if that we are a house without a strong foundation. So it means to say we cannot stand. Why we cannot stand? Because we don't have the foundation. So that's the reason why when we talk about light workers of the entire planet, who are the successful light workers in the entire planet, is there anybody really successful light worker in the planet, in the entire planet, and that they are able to change the planet into positive vibration, from negative into positive vibration? Okay, I'm thinking the process of knowing the truth is still going on, and it will never end until the final event that harvesting will come in. Harvesting will come in. Okay, how many millions or hundreds of thousands or millions or billions of people will be in the good and will be in the positive, or will be in the negative, or will be harvested to ascend life into higher dimension? And people who would not be able to ascend their lives into higher dimension because they failed their ascension. They are trapped with blinding ignorance and so much attachment in the mundane world, and they are victims of the viruses. Okay, I'll just say it viruses, because the very reason that you cannot ascend life into higher dimension, that is if you are being blocked of your gradual transformation in your physical body, and there's no function of your activation within, because you are infected with that kind of virus that will stop you that will stop your transformation, gradual transformation of your divine connection, gradual transformation of your physical body into advanced vibrational frequency. Can that really happen to the physical body or to anyone? Yes, definitely. It will happen because that is order of reality. So that's why in the very beginning of sharing the lessons of this art, I said that life is really an option and a matter of knowing, inner discovery. So that's why the very lesson of life is know thyself. You should know the truth because the truth will set you free. Without knowing the truth, okay, we can be victim of the blinding ignorance and many other human weaknesses, and we cannot really ascend life into higher dimension because we do not know the truth. And we're just like animals, that animals are very happy enjoying the eating their foods, then seeing that their other or their brother animals are already sent to the slaughterhouse, and even up to the point that watching that the goat is watching his brother goat is already slaughtered, and then the goat will never run and he just keep enjoying eating the grass without knowing that he could be the next. And that's the reason why we should not have the animal-like consciousness, with that we know that really the negative energies are really lingering in the surroundings, and we don't have the option to escape the negative energies because it's just right there in our surroundings, and we are going to hide. Where are we going to hide against this negative energies? And then I'm talking about negative energies because the negative energies are actually, even to see the negative energies, are also deep within, in the mind, in the heart, or in the physical body. So that's why it's everywhere in your surroundings, and how you are going to protect yourself from the harm of the negative energy, so that there is always gradual transformation happening in your body, mind, soul, and spirit. So it's not just only the spirit will transform or the body will transform, the spirit as well will transform into advanced or supreme self. Okay, what is the meaning of the spirit? Spirit is energy, and that's why if this is energy is minor or low frequency, okay, we have to transform it into advanced energy, powerful energy that can overcome the trials of negative energies in our surrounding, and until the point in time that we can see, we can attain our victory, final victory of our lives here in the planet, which is ascension of our lives into higher dimension. But before we attain with that kind of victory that we are going to ascend life into higher dimension, okay, we have to abide with the law of equilibrium, because we are going to undergo the processes of purification here in the planet. And it's another thing that I said, that is a matter of option, is a matter of choice, wherein if we know the truth will set us free. And how we are going to be freed? By knowing the truth. Okay, we can be immune of that kind of negative energies. And how you are going to be immune with that kind of negative energies? You should have that powerful energy, and that the powerful energy will suppress all that kind of negative energies trying to connect in your energy field. And then if that negative energy would say, we could say that this is successful to connect with your energy field, okay, it is there in your physical body, then you are potential to burn up that kind of negative energy, so that that kind of negative energy cannot really harm your physical body or any of the advanced informations just right there within your physical body. So that means to say that you are free, you are free. So that's why the truth will set you free. And then without that kind of power or potentials in your physical body, it is really impossible to transform the physical body, because the program of negative energy is to stop your transformation. It will stop your expansion of your spiritual awareness. So that's why if you look at the situation, if we are a mechanist, for example, we are mechanists here observing of what's going on, then the more we eat the food, unhealthy foods, because those are contaminated with all the toxins, and these are really not good for the physical body, the more we feel heavy in our physical body, and the more also we are not having our peace and harmony. So but that's because of the foods. There are so much microorganism in the food that we eat. Then those are things which are no good bacteria, no good bacteria for in our physical body. Okay, it means to say there are toxins that which are not really beneficial for the health, and the more we take the toxins, we are always throwing garbages in our physical body, and those garbages will create blockages of our energy tunnels, so that the transformation or the activation of our divine connection you will be blocked by that kinds of negative energies. So that's why we need every day the exercises and the healing. And that kind of healing cannot be done by material medicine. It can only be done by your divine connection, by your learning of the lessons of your spiritual martial arts. That I said that every life here in the planet is within the principle of spiritual martial arts, and nobody can escape the principle of spiritual martial arts. So if every life here in the planet is within the principle of spiritual martial arts, so what will you do in order to overcome all your trials in your lives? Okay, you must learn your spiritual martial arts, and there's no exempted of the principle of spiritual martial arts. You must stand up, and you must stand up even you are alone. You are stand up and overcome all your trials in your lives, because that is your very own spiritual responsibility to ascend your life into higher dimension. And there's nobody is allowed to do it for you, because you yourself, you are doing your lesson, so that with that, after you can pass your lesson, you will graduate your lesson, and you'll be waking up your life in the advanced realm. And how you are going to do that? Follow the exercises that we are going to share with you. The lessons of the holistic art of Dugukan, Art of Life 172. Or in now is really advantage, because there are so many things that you are going to discover. Learning the art of lesson, learn the lessons of Art of Life 172. One of that example is the spiritual energy stations. Okay, it's simple to say spiritual energy stations. Then what is that really spiritual energy stations? Is it spiritual energy stations that we are talking about? Then you can see there the energy in the place, or you can see there any object in the at the place where we say that there is a spiritual energy station. Okay, this one thing that we have to realize, because spiritual energy stations, anywhere there is a spiritual energy station, then there is a very specific place wherein there is the connection and the particular purpose for that site, and then that will be the function of that site at the right time. And there is the spiritual energy stations right there. And then how we are going to get familiar with that spiritual energy station, and what's really the significance of the spiritual energy station. Okay, the significance of the spiritual energy stations, okay, it can be used for spiritual contacts, it can be used for the place of energy healing and all activities of spiritual connection, because in the place there are strong connection being linked by the Supreme Master of Heaven, Supreme Super Light, and just for the people that will come in that site. And then time will come, it can be used for a very vital purpose. And what's the purpose? Okay, I'll tell you later. And then basically, the purpose of that is for the salvation of the people, so that people will be shielded up by the light of the Supreme Master of Heaven, that will be released for the people, for the powerful shielding against poisonous gas, poisonous, I guess, nuclear radiation and everything. And that's it. And including viruses, all kinds of viruses. Okay, we are talking of many things. And then people may be thinking, okay, maybe these guys are crazy. Then, okay, no, it doesn't matter if the people would not believe us, because this is just for the sake of information. And then information can be accepted or can be denied. No big deal with that. And then for anyone that can open up their spiritual awareness, okay, try to find a way that you can observe the presence of the angels of the Supreme Light, because I said that there are two of these things, when you're even three of these things. Okay, in the book I'll only describe two of these things. Then I'm thinking that three, because people would believe that there are angels. Okay, people are believing they might be aliens coming from another stars or planets, or coming from the far galaxies. And also people, some other people, that would be technology or advanced technology. Okay, so if it is advanced technology, not necessarily coming from another star, it could be something that is coming here in this planet. Okay, and the other one is angels of the Supreme Light. And then to make it very simple and could be easier for us to catch up the lesson or the information, there are two things. The first is spirituality, and then the other one is technology. when it comes to spirituality and technology, the two are big different thing. The two are different things. Technology is not spirituality. Spirituality is different from technology, and technology is the product of advanced spirituality, because spirituality means it's already there, included the wisdom and all the things, because without advanced consciousness, energy, life, which can be found by resorting into the highest source, okay, we don't have that kind of ability to create advanced technology. So that's why there is advanced technology now, because universal consciousness is expanding and people are adopting that kind of energy, and there are people choosing for that particular purpose, for the purpose of fulfilling the program of the ascension of the planet. And the process could be in the positive way or in the negative way. And the positive way could be lessons in the people will learn in the easier way, and or people will learn in the hard way. So that's why there's tribulation and the great tribulation. The tribulation will comprise of 3.5 years, and then the great tribulation will be another 3.5 years, and that would be for the final event. So equivalent to 7 years all in all. Then so that's why if you're someone arranging your life for a bigger event, okay, you can survive non-eating of food, the usual food, in 3.5 years. And how you are going to survive? You can survive just mere drinking of water. And then after that, because we cannot survive, we cannot use any longer the water, okay, you can survive another 3.5 years wherein you do not take water, you can only breathe. You will undergo breatharian discipline. Okay, and how you are going to do that? Okay, that's another thing. That's advanced spiritual study. And then how are you going to celebrate your life's oneness, having only water for the means of your food in your physical body, and after that having only air wherein you are in the breatharian discipline. Okay, can you enjoy life? Yes, definitely you can still enjoy life, because as I said, when the advanced level of activation or purification of the entire planet for the sake or in the course of the ascension process, okay, if you can align with the energy, then that would be easier for you, because you are choosing in the easier way. Then if you are choosing in the difficult way, it could be very difficult, and that's the yoke or the weight of the world, wherein we cannot, and nobody can carry the weight of the world if without resorting into the most powerful foundation in life, which is a spiritual foundation. Then I'm talking about the practicality of what's going on and what shall be coming in the planet. So it's very big different when I say that, okay, now you have to interest your frequency, positive energy, and there's nothing to worry. Yes, there's really nothing to worry. Just only follow the truth and seek the truth, because the truth will set you free, regardless of whatever happened in this planet, because the truth will set you free. No fear, so long as we have to seek first the kingdom of the most infinite and his righteousness. These are the two words, kingdom of the true truth that we are going to discern, kingdom of the most infinite and his righteousness. And what is the face of the kingdom of the most absolute, and what is the face of the righteousness of the most absolute? Then if we know the answer, okay, that's good, you are right, then we are going to survive life's trials on this coming, on the future days of the final days of the planet's purification. Okay, anyway, we're talking about something like that, and it's not to create fears to the minds of everyone. It is to wake up everyone's spiritual consciousness, so that we can begin with our spiritual responsibilities, knowing the deeper side of the coin. And it's really wonderful, because every day life is new and a wonder. Really, life is new and a wonder, wherein you are given the best opportunity to go deeper, observing the mysteries of the inner. Okay, why you are going to observe the mysteries of the inner? For example, conscious astral journey. And then in their conscious astral journey, okay, today you are going, okay, let's just put that you are not yet enhanced with your conscious astral journey. Today, Let's just put it that you are going to sleep, and during the sleep you dream. Then you wake up. Then after you wake up, you remember that you have beautiful dream. Then you would like to continue the dream. Okay, you sleep again and then continue the dream. Okay, you can reconnect to that dream and you have to continue the dream. Okay, then another you have to wake up. Okay, you say that, oh, I wake up, then the during the dream is actually is the best part of the dream. I supposedly never not waking up because I would like to know what's the next sequence of the dream. And then, okay, you have to get back again and reconnect with that dream and see what's happening. So that's why it's conscious astral journey, because you can direct which part of the page of your life wherein you are going to see what's going on. And that's why it's spiritual study. Okay, there are so many wonders of life that we should realize that without resorting into spiritual foundation, then we do not know what we can describe about our lives here in the planet. Life is difficult, life is full of trials, life is really worse, and life is full of negative energy. That's because all those things you can see as part of your experience here in the planet. You just imagine how many years you are going to survive in your physical body without knowing the truth of infinite light. Let's say 100 years. Okay, with that 100 years, that could be the entire definition of your life here in the planet, because you do not know the book of your life, the red, the blue, and the white book of your life. Okay, where are you going to see the red and the blue and the white book of your life? It's just right there in your pineal gland, right there in your solar center, and just right there at your heart center. There are three permanent atoms. I'll just describe it, three permanent atoms of energies. And then you can see that it's right there, your living book of life. And you can definitely access that living book of life if you can do your conscious astral journey, because it's very simple. Thought follows energy. Once you are there in your astral body, you are very clairvoyant, and the way that you can think that is you want to go there in your book of life. Let's say you want to go your red book of life. Okay, you will be there immediately. You can connect and see what's going on. And if you want to say that I would like to go to the white book of my life, okay, it's just right there. The mind is the consciousness of your soul in the astral body is clairvoyant. Then you can go there immediately. And if you would say I would like to go there in my blue book, or anywhere you want, red, blue, and white book, okay, basically that will comprise your living book of lives. It's not just only a book of life, three living books of life. Then once that is virus by negative energies, okay, you cannot resort into the knowing of that book in your life. So that's why it's really difficult to be trapped with blinding ignorance and to become the bondage, or become imprisoned with the bondage of negative energy. So that's why seek the truth, and the truth will set you free. Do not give meaning of your lives based on the 100 years you are going to exist here in the planet. Give the meaning of your lives in the countless years wherein you are going to exist your life. I would say forever, because you came from the world which is forever, and you cannot say that you are going to return to your home in the first place. Where is your home? You are incarnating your life here because so that you cannot get back to your home, and you will proceed into the beyond your home, which is in the grand other realm, to see the Supreme Master of Wisdom together with his powerful angels, Supreme Superlight angels. Okay, here comes now the lessons of life. What's a divine revelation? Okay, so friends, brothers, and sisters, I hope that it could be a sort of awakening for everyone's soul to listen the message of that, the meaning of the message of that very important transmission from the Supreme Master of Heaven, Supreme Superlight Angels. Okay, so before we are going to continue, joining this live conference, Marisol Advancitia, okay, Kanglaon, Negros Occidental. Okay, Kanglaon City, Negros Occidental. Good afternoon, GMPS 172. Yes, good afternoon, Marisol. More power to you. And also joining this live conference, Aptik Joe, mayong hapon, GM. Yes, mayong hapon kanimo, Aptik Joe. Also Igmat Ramon Hernais, mayong hapon, GM. Yes, mayong hapon kanimo, Igmat Ramon. And also Romy Boy, Arisgado Satu, Matsu. More power to you, Romy Boy. Okay, kini si Romy Boy, mayong mukanta niya. Mura po ni siya o kining aktor ni siya, kay macho ni siya. Okay, Rumi Boy, Arisgado sa tour. Sa to. Okay. Mayong hapon, GMPS 172. Yes, mayong hapon kanimo, Rumi Boy. Also, Mira here. Mayong hapon po, Sir GM. Still on the process of arranging my papers here in Manila, listening to you. Yes, more power to you. Mira here. Always in this one is with all the stars. My family and relatives in Leyte is watching you and will join the healing po. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Mira here. Okay, so a message from Haliging Tonton. More power to you, Haliging Tonton. Palihog og basa.
Maayong makisdom nga kahaponon Supreme Grandmaster Dugukan PS 172. Mission field activities going on. Ug ania sa laing hugna na mati sa bulawanon og tulokibong mga mensahe gikan kanimo ang matag adlaw ug ugdang nga mga pagtulunan ang among napupo gikan kanimo.
Okay.
Nipahait
Okay. Sige, more power. Mana? Sige, continue.
Nipahait sa among mga salabutan ug nipaabli sa wanang ug lapad namo nga pagkaamgo.
Okay. More power, Haliging Tonton, her nice. Okay. Atong mga pasalamat sa atong Supreme Master of Wisdom, tuwa sa langit. Wala diri sa inyong mga tubangan. Okay. Gani, malingaw na mong kukuha ni God kay na ako yung mga kailahadlok kay sila mahimo kong Supreme Master. Aniya, di man yun ko mahimong Supreme Master kay ang Supreme Master lagi na to, tuwa sa langit. Pero sa martial arts, ang anga magkamoy akong himuon nga Supreme Master nga ako may founder sa among martial arts. Mo na nga ana lang ang ato ang isugilanon, pero mahimo na pod og kisay voluntaryo diha kay himuon ta mong Supreme Master. Ibutan ko na inyong nawong ito sa among site. Amot mosugot pa kani ato lang pong mga kaygalaan din sa atong site. Okay, so nakiring-kiring lang na kay Mark Series ra kay ato ang isugilanon. Okay, I hope everybody is really enjoying with the best vigor of spirit, enjoying your inner discovery. Okay, undergo your inner discovery. It's really vital by this time. By this time, it's really vital to have the experience of higher spiritual foundation and the highest spiritual foundation. Okay, so don't be misled. Practicing to become spiritually oriented, practicing to become mystic is not practicing to become really mistaken. Okay, so practice yourself to become someone mystical in a mystical connection and not mistaken connection. Okay, so that's it, friends, brothers, and sisters. Joining this live conference, Kamangyan Karen, more power to you, Kamangyan Karen, and also Maribik. Kindly, okay, yes po, GM, it happens to go back to sleep to continue the dream. Yes, really true, Maribik. And I know that you have that kind of experience because of you're an old soul. Okay, and in fact, that's why I will not tell, but then I say that you're an old soul. Okay, an old soul, and you are in the line of very important divine function. More power to you. Okay, also, mayang hapon, GMPS 172. Okay, from Matan Arthur. Mayang hapon kanimo Matan Arthur, and also joining in this live conference, Inasan, Dugukan yan, voice of the youth, Guadalupe chapter. Good afternoon, GMPS 172. You listening, you here in Gordo, Cebu City. Okay, more power to you, Inasan. And also, Ezekiel Yanto. Okay, mga pangamusta diha sa tanang mga taga Naga chapter. Okay, gimingaw na po diha sa Naga chapter. Mga siguing po tani Haligi Roslyn. Ay na kuno dito si Dave Haligi nga og pwede na bata makaadto dito, di ba malisang ang mga tao na to adto tangadto kay kanang okay na gani adto tangadto kay wala ta kasuroy nga to. Okay, mga pangamusta ninyong tanan diha sa Naga chapter, mga panginaot na mo diha tanan sa Kapiskay sa Panglawas. Padayon sa mga kalihukan kay nagko ang mga gimbuaton nga pagpangandam nga gikinahanglan. Okay, so more power to you. Okay, so unsa pa may atong isumpay ning atuang sugilanon karon? Okay, I would like to listen to you here, friends, brothers and sisters. Okay, go ahead, and if you have something to share, okay, share. And then Maribik said that, okay, have you anyone here experienced that you dream, then you wake up, then after waking up, then you want to continue the dream, okay, you sleep again, then you continue the dream, the same dream, and you know the continuation of that dream. Then you wake up again, then you sleep again, so that you want to see the continuation of the dream. Okay. Okay, kibalo ko na kabaw mo na, biyaya na po ka ng potensyal kay mga linya-linya man na sa inyong pagkatao. Linya mo sa mga saan man akong pagsulti. Nanayon niya na lang dito sa site, mga to sa site, istorya tangan to, kung siya itong maistoryahan. Nga, maka, ayaw po, kaya maistoryahan, malingaw nga itong mga kalag sa istorya tana. Okay, so, oh yes, Princess, GM, sa meditation, gabi kay nakakita ko figure sa usa ka tao unya dako og lapad yang gown naa sa siya gidala nga taas nga stick kinsa kaha to GM. Okay, kinsa man kanto inday, ha imo ta tong gigaruti mo nang balaan mo kinsa to siya. Okay, sa tayo lang kay is good. Kanto kanang atoy garotid, kwanto kanang atotong mga amigo. Okay, that's good. I'm always glad that everybody is joining the connection and always harnessing your divine connection. Okay, and more of the mystery of light shall be revealed to you. Okay, I said that you are the light of the world because you are the teacher of art of life 172. You are the teacher of higher knowledge. So everyone here, when you receive a line and adopt the bridging of divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Hakara Star, Supreme Super Light Angels, you are teacher of higher knowledge. Okay, you are a teacher of wisdom. And that's why one thing that, okay, why someone is doubting about someone becoming a teacher of wisdom, if it is coming from the authority of the Supreme Master of Heaven, then who we are, who are you, or who's anyone here has the authority to question the Supreme Master of Heaven? Okay, that's one thing. So that's why if you're someone that will be initiated to become a teacher of art of life 172, okay, that's it. Do it because you have that function in your life. Okay, so from Albert, okay, when I miss my mother and I want to kindly read. Okay, kagmay kayong litra.
When I miss my mother and I want to be with her, all I do is to take a nap and think all the happy memories we've been through when she was alive. Then when I still want to be with her for a much longer time, I wake up because she was always sending me back.
Okay, nice to hear from you, Albert. Okay, the connection is still going on, and you cannot disconnect with that connection so long as there is the passion of your heart and thought follows the energy. Okay, that's why we have that kind of connection, and in fact, you can do your experiment. There are people even far from you physically, but very close to you because of that connection. Okay, and you can begin your experiment by perceiving your divine connections to the people maybe in the past they are your friends, brothers and sisters, and in the future as well they are your friends, fathers and sisters, or they where you come from the same dimension, so your soulmates. Okay, this one thing people are asking me about soulmates, then I have very different meaning of the soulmates. Then many people are not happy with the meaning of my soulmates because why are you having your soulmates? In this my version, why are you having your soulmates? Do you have one soulmate? Okay, I'll tell you that in the spiritual dimension, together, let's say in the advanced spiritual study, how many you are there in the advanced spiritual study? Let's say you are 49 personnels in the spiritual study in the advanced, and then you graduated the same time or the same formation, the same connection. So you are belong to the one cells, but then you are 49 people. It means to say that you are soulmates. Okay, karmic partner. Okay, anyway, this really good explanation for the sake of people believing karmic partners, twin flames. Okay, that's really nice. And I'm doing also listening the formation. Then I tell you that once you are there in your advanced divine connection, you can only see the bigger and the deeper meaning of that. Then I would say that you are a cell, consciousness, energy, light, and life. Because at higher level of your divine connection, you would just only think of the thing or anything that will come up to your mind, which is a spiritual mind, then it will come true. Then if you think of something, if you think of someone you miss, then it will be right, just right away will come there in front of you. Then how could you have that kind of soulmate? Then wherein you have that power, you have that kind of ability to think and then to realize what you think. So meaning it's just very simple that what you need, you can create. And that's why higher beings will not talk about soulmates or karmic partner or twin flames because, okay, it's the games of the humans. And that's it. And that's why the deeper meaning of life, we are here going to talk about deeper meaning of our lives. And it's really beautiful that we can meet our friends, brothers and sisters, or people having our connections. Because in that parlance or sector of existence, you could be classmates. Okay, that's why soulmates, because you're classmates. And that's why it's the games of fate here in the planet. Wherein people having experience of happy moments in their lives and also sad moments in their lives. And then what's mostly important is we can illustrate unconditional love and we will not be tormented with negative energies by the experience that we are going to encounter in the different ways or in the different situations we're having our involvements here in the mortal physical existence. Okay, and we must go deeper. We must go deeper. Imagine yourself that you are higher being. You are higher being. Anything that you think will come true because that's the power. The advanced power we in does not belong to the minds of the human. Okay, we would say does not belong to the minds of the humans. Because sa higher beings, what the higher beings will think, it will just come there right away. It will happen. So that's why the higher beings will not use money, will not use any banknotes or silver, gold, because that's not necessary for the higher beings. And in fact, the transformation of the planet into, let's say, let's follow the words we hear. Usually we heard from the light workers of the world that the planets now is entering into the fourth dimension and into the fifth dimension. Then the medium of exchange in the fifth dimension is not banknotes, it's not gold, it's not money, it's energy. That's why we have to realize that we need energy by this time so that we can arrange ourselves for the bigger event of time wherein the exchange or the medium of exchange is energy. And without having that energy, okay, someone could be the poorest of the poor because you don't have the potential. Okay, when the transformation will happen in the planet because the planet is entering into the fourth and the fifth dimension, the fourth dimension has no money. Why you are going to create money wherein when you think of the money, it will just come there right away. What you will think, it will be done. It will manifest because your mind has the power to create it. The mind has the power to produce it because the mind is very powerful. Consciousness is very powerful, so it does not need to have that kind of thing for our material means. So that's the reason why we must resort into the strongest foundation of our lives, which is spiritual energy, because the games of the humans are human sectors. That is the game for the humans. And then we are very concerned of our future because we love the past, we love the future, we love the present, so long as those are fine or good vibrations. And then if those are not good vibrations, okay, we hate also as well. And being even tormented by the negative vibrations, even that was the past. So it could be because those are vibrations based on the human emotions. So then we are going to connect with the advance, and how we are going to connect with the advance. Okay, so we must go beyond the potential of the mind. Okay, if we are looking for the best energy that can harness everything, okay, we must begin with the basic, the human mind. And then after that, the spiritual mind. And after that, the spiritual mind, the mind, how we are going to call it, the consciousness of your advanced elemental foundation. It's not any longer human mind. It's angelic consciousness. And that's why the angels would not say, my soulmate is this, my soulmate is here, my soulmate is the guy, that guy, because that's the game of the humans. And then once the humans will transform into a bigger light, okay, they are not any longer trapped with the belief or with the emotions. And belief is very powerful. Although illusion or based on the illusion or based on the fact, okay, it's still powerful because that is belief and it will govern the function of your physical body. So what you believe is that what you are. And then if you believe in the beyond of that principles, okay, you are going beyond that principle. So you are harnessing your wisdom and you are expanding your spiritual consciousness and enjoy life. Okay, always enjoy life. And the way to do it is, okay, celebrate your oneness with all the stars and celebrate your oneness with all the lights. So basically, okay, it's really nice to connect. So that's why even here we are comprising of hundreds of people here and joining this live conference, and there are people here, even you yourself, because everyone has the potential, and especially those people who are harnessed with their psychic abilities or clairvoyant, you can perceive that there are connections of energies here that you are strongly connected. Why? Because of your life's connectivity with all. Because of your life's connectivity with the past. And that's why it's beautiful to celebrate life, to go deeper the meaning of our lives and overcome all our negative connections so that we can transform the negative into the positive. Okay, that's it. Okay, who are else not yet joining in this live conference? Okay, so that's why it's really nice to hear from everyone. Okay, everyone. Okay, Aurora is not yet joining. Okay, Aurora, I would like to see you here joining this live conference. Where is Aurora? Okay, Anne, Bethlehem the Paradise Resort. Where is Anne? Nag-join si Anne? Wala pa?
Wala pa, G.
Okay, so I'm thinking that, okay, internet connection. Okay, si Aurora is, Biaya is here, Marivic is here, Jonel, at saka Brad Knight, Teriso, and Pasita Gamutan, Merahira is here. They are here. Okay, really nice. And everyone, all the rest are here. Okay, Aliging Nars, Annie Belindes, and everyone. Okay, I'm glad that you're joining. And also, Habam Habam Ray is also joining. More power to you, Habam Habam Ray. Okay, kinsam ni sa Habam Habam Ray. Okay. Ang Habam-Habam Ray. Okay, I'll make a guess that this Habam-Habam Ray is one of the practitioners of the holistic art because kasi bawa ko sa imong energy. Yeah, sabot ani nga parenthesis ko ni Aurora. Anyway, in English version, you are relatives with, you are one of the you are someone relative of Aurora because you're having the same energy with her. Okay, so more power to you, everyone. So I'm thinking also at first I was thinking that anyway, for the sake also of the people joining in this live conference, for those who are observers, okay, I welcome everyone and share with you love, peace, and harmony, and this one is with all the stars. I welcome you here to join. Okay, this is our oneness of oneness with all the stars, and the purpose of this oneness is to help the healing of life. Okay, so let's read first the message from Haliging Tonton Hernaes. Kindly read.
Last month as GM, I encountered another case of the patient from southern Cebu. The patient young lady was possessed by a bad spirit. The possession was not solved by many attempts of some healer, visitors, and priests. The family were scared because the patient was very strong that they cannot control the body. The body and face is changing in image. It so happened that a barangay worker became my hilot client and asked me to attend the patient, their neighbor. When I'm on my way to the house, I feel the impact of energies, black entities. The lady then shout in fear as I enter the house. When I connect to you and chant your name in silence, she then lost her strength and automatically turned to sleep. In 10 to 15 minutes, she wakes up and completely healed. She is not conscious of what had happened to her. That is part of the mystery in healing. I surrender myself to the divine healing transmission, divine connection. I just connect to you directly as GM because I know that when I connect to you, I am connected to the Supreme Master in heaven right away, and all the spiritual doctors will be with me all the time because you are coming along with me in every journey of my mission and in every moment in my life. Thank you, SGM.
Okay, from Aliging Tonton. More power to you, Aliging Tonton. Okay, from Junel.
Gahapon sa buntag, GM, natulog ko, nag-astral ko inside a dream, nakita nako ako ang body natulog. Pero pagawas akong kalag kay gabi man, unya ako a body kay maura nagsiga, mura kog lampara. Possible yun, GM, natulog ko buntag pag astral kay ngit-ngit or gabi.
Yes, you did the experience, so very possible. Okay, continue your inner discovery, Junel, and that's good. That's good experience. More power to you. And that's why harness your energy. The more you harness your energy, the more you will experience the mystery of your life. Okay, more power to you. Okay, from Heidi, from Ju Sato.
Mayong hapon, GMPS 172, watching you, Alejandro Sato, Harlan Bisira, and Jerinda Sato.
Okay, more power. Continue, Dai, no. From Heidi.
I am able to wake up from my dreams quite often and resume them. I have noticed that the longer I am awake from my dream, the harder it is to return to that particular dream. I usually have no problem getting right back to where I was as long as I keep it in my thoughts.
Yes, really nice to hear from you, Heidi. And continue your harnessing of your divine connection, and more shall be coming up to you. Okay, always in this one is with all the stars, because you are a divine love. You are light, and you are teacher of art of life. 172. I hope to see you at the site for the light chip initiation. Okay, so more power to you, Heidi.
From Princess.
Princess Hatberry. Okay, more power.
Nakakita sa nako ang duha ka suod nako nga higala babay ug lalaki karon sa spiritual. Malipayon ko kay matinud-anon sila kanako isip usa nila kahigala, GM.
Okay, more power to you, Princess, and welcome them. And this one is with all the stars. More power. I'm glad also that you're happy. Okay, so that's why if we are happy here all together, so life is really wonderful. If one of us here is not really happy, so sad, okay, it's just like one body. If our tooth is paining, okay, the entire body is affected. So that's why we should be healthy with much vigor of spirit. We should be happy. If we are not really sad, okay, we should be happy. And we are going to transform that happiness, sadness into happiness by the best vigor of spirit. Okay, you just imagine 100 years could be the meaning of our lives here in the planet, 100 years old. Okay, it should be beyond 100 years old, because you are forever, we are forever. So let's us all celebrate the wonders of our lives by going deeper of the meaning of our lives. Okay, so also joining the conference now, Gino Montelian. Okay, more power to you, Gino Montelian. And also joining in this live conference,
Benji.
okay, Benje Estergo, and Habam Habam Ray, Ria de los Santos. Okay, update Ria. Kumusta naman ni si Ria? More power to you, Inday. And okay, expand your divine connection and see you soon. More power to you. And now, really nice joining in the live conference. Good afternoon, GM from Bethlehem, the Paradise Resort. More power to you. And, okay, lalaki siya og vibes. Okay. Yes, lalaki og vibes. Riyaya. Okay, and yes, joining in this live conference, Aurora Elizabeth. More power to you, Aurora. Okay, really nice to see you here. Okay, so Taylor Lee is also joining Guadalupe chapter. Mga regards, mga pagmusta diya sa Guadalupe chapter, mga panghinaot nga namong tanan diya. Musuroy mo diya soon. Okay, so good afternoon, GM. Yes, good afternoon. Okay, from Aurora, listening. Yes, nice. Everyone is listening. Okay, also Aurora is listening with us. Okay. Okay, dear Layla, more power to you. Good afternoon, GM, watching you here, Guadalupe chapter. Yes, dear Layla, more power to you. Okay, so everyone is the light of the world by receiving the divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Wisdom, Supreme Superlight Angels. You are the students, we are the students of higher knowledge, we are the students of wisdom of the most infinite, abiding the law of the supreme equilibrium. Okay, so the law of the supreme equilibrium, the supreme absolute truth, oneness with Dugukan. Okay, so always with our oneness with Dugukan. Dugukan is a Cebuano local term for foundation, and talking about of the highest foundation, which is a spiritual foundation that refers to the infinite Lord God of heaven. Okay, regardless of what do you call the name of your Supreme Master of heaven, and that refers to the Supreme Creator, the source of everything. Okay, let's get back. Seek you first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all the things shall be added unto you. And the kingdom of the God, the kingdom of the Supreme Master of heaven, that is where we are going to ascend after having completion of our ascension process here in the planet. Okay, so it's a big mission for everyone to know the process of your ascension here in the planet and to work out your spiritual responsibilities. And the world is very tricky and not so kind for people that lack wisdom, that lack spiritual understanding. And that's why we have the holistic art and the What's a Divine Revelation. And also in the What's a Divine Revelation, we have the book of Dugukan. Then I'll encourage everyone to have the copy of the book of Dugukan. And that's explaining that the real health is wholeness. And ascension is wholeness. We cannot ascend our lives in higher dimension if we don't have the potential, if you don't have the wholeness. Okay, meaning we are sickly. So how are we going to ascend if we cannot transform? We are sickly, we are victim of the virus, and we cannot heal the problem of our physical body, the mind, and the soul, and the problems of our low vibration of the spirit. So, okay, let's improve by enhancing our wisdom so that we can see the deeper side, the deeper meaning of our lives here in the planet. And I said that the vital mission, regardless of how many reasons we can give for the purpose of our lives here in the planet, regardless of whatever reason we can give, the mind can give based on the power of our human understanding, then definitely we only have one goal here in the planet. The very reason why we are incarnating here and reincarnating until such the point of time that we can learn that lesson, which is ascension of life into higher dimension. And the ascension of life into higher dimension, we need soul realization, and soul realization requires vital lessons, which are exercises of the inner discovery. So that's why we have everyone here mission to accomplish. Okay, now we are going to accomplish our mission so that we are successful. We are the victorious ones in this oneness with all the stars. We are not losers. So if we were losers, okay, we are going to deny the truth of light. and then know that the truth will set you free. The truth of light, the truth of the most infinite, most absolute will set us free. Okay, so be guided by the light of absolute truth. Always, all the time. Okay, so from Marivic, can be read.
Sonal Gawas, Ma'am, thank you for joining us here.
Okay, so welcome, Suna Gawas, and thank you, Marivic, for welcoming our brothers and sisters and anyone that would like to join in this oneness with all the stars. Okay, sorry, Jim, nag-attend ko online seminar, no problem. No problem. And more power to you. And really glad that you're still joining in this live conference. Okay, more power to you. Sa tanang mga taga Bethlehem de Paradise Resort. Good afternoon, GM. Yes, from Kamangyan, Karen. Okay, so joining in this live conference, what's up for the Divine Healing Transmission? We are going to perform, okay, at 6 o'clock or past 6 o'clock. What was the time?
6 o'clock.
Okay, 6 o'clock tonight. Okay, it's 6 o'clock already. Anyway, I'll give you minutes before we will begin our distant divine energy healing. Okay, so joining in this live conference, Melanie Deca Holmes, Gandang Cortes, Mandawi City. Welcome, Melanie, and this one is with all the stars. More power to you, and regards to you and to your beloved family. More power always. Okay, so the important lessons that we are going to learn in the holistic art. Okay, so in the what's a divine revelation activities of Dugukan, okay, very important. We are going to learn hilot, and we are going to martial arts. We are going to learn energy healing and powerful shielding. We will learn the Dugukan meditations and devotions, which is 36,000 mystery, and the exercises that we are going to apply in the holistic art of Dugukan, and the inner discovery, the modules of inner discovery that we are practicing, and the inner cultivation, which is art of life 172, because those are the lessons that will give us more enhancement. Okay, enhancement. And of course, we should not forget that life here in the planet is difficult if we are not really supported with divine guidance, if we are lack of divine support. And that's why we should apply mental discipline. Okay, important mental discipline, important principles in our lives. Okay, momentum is really important. Okay, and every cultivation, okay, develop your momentum. Momentum demands your action even in spite of the difficulties you're going to encounter or experience in your life. Okay, don't you worry and don't get weary. Do not stop. Do something until something. Continue doing until something happens. Because that's illustration of your momentum. You have energy. You have the power to endure. And that is your spiritual martial arts. That is your art of survival, the art of toppling down human weaknesses and blinding ignorance. You have the art of survival. So learn always your spiritual martial arts and have momentum, so that will give you the key to succeed your endeavor in life. It means to say that you're learning your spiritual martial arts, then today is good that you can do your exercise, then tomorrow again is good, and the next week is good, you can still do your exercise, then after the month you feel tired because you lack of momentum. And the way to maintain your momentum and to harness your momentum, okay, participate the light service working activities. And that's the secret of harnessing your power, harnessing your energy, that you are going to participate the light service working activities. And with that, enhance the power of your understanding. Always apply wisdom in doing your endeavors in life. Always lay up the formation, and the formation that you are going to use your wisdom. So walk your life by the light of wisdom. So power of understanding, and always practice being benevolent, being charitable. And that the meaning of being benevolent is you are charitable, and that is the way you are going to receive more blessings from the universe, allowing yourself to experience the power of giving and receiving, and giving and receiving and giving, because the universe will provide you more. And that is the application of the laws of God in your life, in our lives, so that heaven's door will be open for us to receive more blessings. And that's why I said that it's time to know the truth. Okay, open up the doors of the heavens deep within you, because the kingdom of the most infinite, the kingdom of God is within you. Therefore, the doors of the heavens kingdom is still there in you. So it means to say the doors of the heavens kingdom are still there within. So it means to say that you have to open up the doors of the heavens so that those blessings from the heavens will shower in your life, will shower in our lives. So practice to become always charitable and be spiritually mature. That's really vital, that we are going to realize that we must be spiritually matured. And in order to become spiritually matured, we must not be irresponsible. So be always responsible. You are responsible for your very own ascension of life into higher dimension. You are responsible for your very own lessons in life. You are responsible for your very own healing. You are very responsible for your very own wholeness. So that's why do something about it and be not left behind in arranging your life for the final mission of the soul here in the planet, which is your ascension into higher dimension. And with all those things, you can comply all those things if you are to stronger enough to fulfill all those things that you need, that the soul will need for you to undergo all those things and to succeed all those things for your final victory of life here in the planet. And you can realize that always life is always blissful forever, because you are forever. You are not just here to celebrate or to give the meaning of your lives based on the 100 years old, wherein you are going to survive your existence here in the physical existence. You are here to see the deeper side or the bigger meaning of your life, which is eternal life, and that is you is forever. We are always forever. Okay, so it's time to begin our message, divine healing, just right now, friends, brothers, and sisters. And I hope that everybody is already having the glass of water, and so that we can include the blessings for that water, to make that water the living water of life that can heal all kinds of illnesses. Okay, all you have to do is just to connect with my hands. Connect with my hands, and we'll be sending to you the healing, the energy that can heal your illnesses. The healing will begin now. Now pick up your glass of water for the blessings of that water. And we'll be sending to you the blessings of that water to make that water living water, living water of life that can heal all kinds of illnesses, including negative psychic attacks and negative energy contaminations. We'll be sending now. Connect. You can drink your water. Then another thing, we'll be sending to you the connection for you to become energy healer or divine energy healer. And then for the healers of the holistic art of Dugukan, for you to harness your divine energy healing. Receive, align, and adopt the divine transmission from the bridging of divine radiance of the Supreme Master of Heaven, Supreme Superlight, Angels, and the Holy Infinite. Okay, it's done. So atong mga pasalamat kito sa labang magkagagahong for the blessings of divine healing that we receive, the energy that we receive for us to become, for you to become divine healing or divine healer or energy healer. Okay, so harness your divine connection. You have that connection. When you're someone connecting with the bridging of this divine transmission, so you have that connection. So harness your faith to the Supreme Master of Heaven, and you can do or begin your self-healing or do your energy healing to your brothers and sisters or to other people. Okay, so it's really nice that you're joining. Everyone is joining in this live conference. And before we are going to off in this live conference, okay, so napay mga mensahe sa atong mga kaigsunan, palihog basa. From Dali Santos, may hapon, GMPS 172 sa tanan, Sambuanga chapter. Okay, may hapon, kalimod, Dali, more power to you sa Sambuanga chapter. From Brad Knight Tirizo, salamat GM, kining imong mga pulong maoy nakapaaghat og samot aron makabot ang akong journey puhon. Okay, more power to you. Walay sapian, Brad Knight Tirizo, more power to you. And also from Mira Hira, thank you so much po, Mira Hira, you're welcome. And ang atong mga pasalamat nga sa labang magagagakong. Okay, so at 9 o'clock tonight, okay, so collective meditation, everybody can connect, and it's automatic connection. And also wait for the announcement for the inner cultivation. 12 midnight, there's no yet office for the inner cultivation. Okay, just wait for the announcement and we'll be announcing to you so long as there is already the office for that divine connection. Okay, so I'm thinking that's all for tonight, and until the next time, more power everyone. Hasta la vista.